Hello, everyone. This is Min from the SMA Product Management team. Today is the Service Manager 9.80 release readiness. And next, I will go through the Service Manager 9.80 release updates. Here is today's agenda. First, I quickly go through the housekeeping around the release readiness. And next, the main part is around the release updates in the Service Manager 9.80, which will be available around next week. And during the session, if you have any question, please use the Q&A panels on the bottom right of the WebEx. My colleagues in the lab also joined today's session, and they will help me to answer the question during my presentation. And of course, if we still have time after the main part, we can quickly go through those questions raised during the session. Okay, so firstly about the Service Manager 9.80 release readiness. And I suppose all of you are quite familiar with these webinars. The main purpose of this webinar is to highlight and demonstrate the key enhancement and the improvement in the coming release of the Service Manager. So we have business owners, technical practitioners, OpenText partners, and employees. All of these participants join this session and to get some understanding of what's coming next in the Service Manager new release. Okay, next I will jump into the Service Manager 9.80 release updates. So before I jump into more details about this release, I just show you here is the history of the Service Manager release since 9.60 till the latest Service Manager 9.80, which will be available in next week. And as you can see from the roadmap perspective, will continue to improve the Service Manager, and we will have a regular release in the Service Manager to support our customer and our install base. So back to the Service Manager, there are several areas I want to highlight in today's session. As you can see in the current screen, I categorize those new improvements or enhancement into four main categories: user experience, technical evolution, integration, and platform updates. And I try to select and cover the most important feature or improvements to be supported in the Service Manager 9.80. Okay, so first one is about the activity user experience improvements. And later I will give you a quick demo about this functionality. But before that, let's quickly go through the customer pain points and around this the legacy or old activities functioned, designed or supported in the previous Service Manager version. So this is in the current screen, as you can see here. I think that's you are quite familiar with this user interface, and you as if you are the analyst or agent, you almost use this function every day in your daily operations, and almost in every transactional record in the Service Manager, we have activity functions embedded in each record. But previously, as you can see, we only support the plain text. So for there's only the plain text can be entered in the update section, and of course, consequently, only plain text can be viewed in the journal updates section or errors. And also in the table part around these activities, we only there's only one line displayed in the description cell, and only plain text can be viewed here. So if you want to see more detail, you need to click the hyperlink of this specific activity to get all the detailed information. So for this user experience, we have got a lot of customer feedback, especially from the idea exchange, based on the fact we want to improve this part in the coming Service Manager 9.80 release. So here is some improvement around this part. Firstly, we separated activities into journal updates tab and activity logs tab. So in the journal updates, as you can see, the format has been changed a lot. We introduced the HTML editor control, which can support formatting the input content. And for the journal update viewer control, there's another widget we introduced to support this user experience improvement. And so you can see here, now we can get, or we can support operator avatar, operator name, what's the updated time, what kind of content have been updated, and also the show more and the show less icon also are supported in this journal updates section. And similar to the previous journal updates section, and in the activity logs part, we also support those function like the operator avatar name, update time, updated content, show more, show less icon. And beyond those, for each type of the activity log, we will show the updated type tag like communication with customer, or whether this activity log is updated from customers or there's some background update, something like that. We also show whether these comments or activity log is visible to customer or not. And if you want to see more details, we have a drill down icon to show the completed information here. And also in the activity log, we can filter the activity logs by the activity type and the corresponding users who update this activity. So, so as you can see, to improve the activity usability, we introduced the two new widgets. One is activity viewer control, another one is journal updates viewer control. So, so we have the lab have did a lot of improvement on this part. So as you can imagine, so we actually updated both application and web tier to support this new capability. Therefore, to get this new function, customer need to have the full upgrade to Service Manager 9.80. And previously, if you have customized the activity feature and the corresponding form in the older version or previous Service Manager versions, you need to take some post upgrade action to make this new function works in the Service Manager 9.80. And of course, corresponding online guide are also provided for more details in the online help. I just want to mention here, since Service Manager 9.80 will be available till the end of next week. So now the online help for the Service Manager 9.80 is not available yet. And it should be available the same date of the GA date of the Service Manager 9.80. Okay, let me give you a very quick demo to show you how it looks like in the live system. So here is the new login page because of the rebranding. Alignment to the OpenText. I will cover this part in the later section. So here, as Instant Manager, I log into the Service Manager 9.80, and I want to check one specific instant ticket. So I type the instant ID, I got this instant ticket opened. So if I click the activities tabs, as you can see now, there are two subtab, journal updates and activity logs showed here. And meanwhile, so as you can see in the journal updates arrows, the update, the operator avatar, the updated date, update content, all of these information are formatted and displayed here. And show more, show less icon are also supported. And then if we jump to the activity logs tab, the similar capability is showed here and the corresponding activity type will also showed here to categorize the type of the activity logs. And also we have a small icon to mark whether this activity log is visible to customer or not. And also I can filter the activity type and user to get the filter result around the activity logs. And here is a drill down button. And if I click a drill down button, it will show all the details information around this specific activity log. And this page was supported in the previous Service Manager version. We just provide a hyperlink to allow customer to drill down to this detailed page. Okay, that's almost all the improvement around this usability, activity usability. And in the activity log, if we clear all the values in the activity type and user, yeah, it will show all the activity logs. Okay, that's a very simple demo around the usability. Okay, I noticed that there are some questions already raised here, and due to the time constraint, we only have 1 hour. My colleagues will help answer the question in the WebEx, and later I will try to go through all this question after my presentation. Okay, thank you. And about drop-down enhancements, and in the Service Manager 9.80, actually we start to support the drop-down autocomplete match with the content mode, because previously the drop-down autocomplete only matched with star with mode, and meanwhile there's no highlight for the matched characters. So as you can see in the current screen, is a previous behavior in the Service Manager version. And starting from Service Manager 9.80, besides the default start with mode, now we introduce a new mode, as I mentioned, is a contains mode, and the customer can switch to the contains mode for all the combo-like widgets. And the new parameter is introduced to allow customer to switch to this new autocomplete content mode. And of course, to make sure we didn't change any out-of-box behavior, the default value for this parameter is start with. We still keep that as start with values, and but the customer has a flexibility to switch to the contains mode. And as you can see in the current screen, and the matched character are also highlighted here in the contain mode. And here is another several samples about this new drop-down auto complete behavior. So we are not we support all the combo like the widgets, including the widget in the smart search. So okay, that's autocomplete user experience improvement about contains mode. And in this Service Manager 9.80, we have several improvements around the integration. So firstly is around the SMGRA integration. Since a lot of customers are quite interested about this new capability, and this actually this is more about the synchronization between the Service Manager instant and the change with the Jira's bug and new feature issue types. So that's the out-of-box capability or out-of-box scenario supported. There are two scenarios. One is around the synchronization between instant with the Jira bug issue type, and then another one is the synchronization between Service Manager change with the Jira new feature issue type. So as you can see in the current screen, as a new Jira type has been introduced in the instant record, in the change record, instant record, sorry. So later I will also give you a demo around this part. So for this SM Jira integration, we build up this integration through the our common integration manager Smith. So we try to leverage this Smith to cover majority of the SM integration. So, of course, you need to add the SM Jira instance in the SM Smith and do some corresponding configuration. And for the SM Jira integration, here is supported actions in this integration. Like for the ticket creation, we support the unidirectional creation action from SM to Jira. But for the update part, except for the comments and the attachments, we support bidirectional synchronization between SM and Jira. So that's something I want to mention here. And of course, we also support Jira Cloud version as well, besides the on-premise version. And we understood our customer actually beyond the besides the out-of-box user scenario, normally they want to have more flexibility to support their own business scenarios. Therefore, we also provide some guidance around what kind of customization can be supported. For example, so far there are two major user scenarios. User scenario can be expanded through the customization. First one is you can expand the Jira integration with more change category. In the out-of-box, we only enable Jira integration in the normal change category. And of course, you can expand the SM change and Jira integration with a more change category like emergency change, standard change in out-of-box, or other change categories defined by our customers themselves. And meanwhile, out-of-box will support the synchronization between SM change to the Jira new feature issue type. So we can also expand this use case to the Jira improvement issue type. So to provide more flexibility here. So corresponding customization guideline will also be available in the online help around this SM Jira integration. Okay, next I will give you another demos around the SM Jira integration. So, of course, I need to log in to the Service Manager. I open the, I try to search one existing instant ticket. So here, so from the integration perspective, we allow customer to define whether they want to automatically trigger the integration, or they want to manually trigger this integration. So in this demo scenario, I just want to show you how we can automatically trigger this integration, because we already defined some some rules in the JavaScript library, and of course, customer can define their own rules through customize those JavaScript library, so to meet their own business requirements. So let me search one specific incident record. So as you can see, in Outbox, we actually define some rules to allow the system to automatically trigger this SM Jira integration from incident to the bug. So in Outbox, we define that when one specific incident tickets assignment group is assigned to the application, the Jira integration will be triggered automatically. So as you can see now, the assignment group is office supplies. So therefore, in the Jira tab, no action being triggered so far. So if I change the assignment group to application, so per our out-of-box logic, the Jira integration will be triggered. So and click save, of course, to make sure the update take effective. And now, if I check the Jira tab, as you can see here, so this integration has been triggered automatically. The Jira action is from instant to the Jira bug issue type. And since there's only one Jira project defined in our demo system, so the Jira project SM model demo is showed here by default. Of course, you can define multiple projects and define your own rules to match different Jira project. All of this is customizable. And now the synchronization status is new, and we can double check in the Smith whether this synchronization has been triggered. So I go to the Smith and check whether everything works well. If everything works well, I go back to the same instant ticket and open this Jira tab. So as you can see here, the Jira key actually is the Jira ticket created in the Jira side. And the synchronization status now is success, and the synchronization time is logged here. And the Jira ticket's current phase is to do, because we already defined some mappings in the Smith to make sure the corresponding phase between SM instant and the Jira bug issue type can be mapped correctly. And now the Jira phase is to do. And please remember, now the urgency is high, and later we may want to update this one. And as I mentioned earlier, majority of the ticket update can be synchronized by directional between the SM and Jira, except for attachment and comments. So here, if I want to synchronize some attachments from SM to Jira, firstly, I select two attachments in the instant ticket itself. So then after that, as the analyst, I need to decide which instant attachment need to be synchronized to Jira side for their further analysis or investigation. So in such case, as you can see, all the available instant attachment are showed here to allow analysts to choose which attachment need to be synchronized to Jira. So in such case, I also select both of the attachments. Then later, those two attachments will be synchronized to Jira ticket. So here, as you can see in the instant ticket, in the toolbar, we offer one button view in Jira. And when you click this button, it will direct you to the Jira system and to that specific Jira bug ticket demo 21. That's the Jira bug ID. And here is all the information about this Jira bug. And here is the description of this Jira ticket. And if I check the synchronization in the Jira side for this specific Jira bug record, two attachments have been synchronized from SM instant tickets to the Jira bug issue type. Of course, now the priority is high. If I want to change the priority to high list in the Jira site, and also update some description in the Jira site. So per our integrations, both description and priority will be synchronized from Jira bug to the SM instant record accordingly. So in the Jira side, the priority, the top priority, they call it high list. And in the SM side, we should map to the critical. So later we can take a look at whether all of these changes made on the Jira bug can be synchronized to SM instant. Okay, we check the Smith again and then search this SM instant ticket again. So as you can see, urgency has been updated from high to critical. That's the urgency mapping defined in the Smith. And meanwhile, the description has been updated accordingly, synchronized from SM Jira and to the SM instant. And as you can see here, attachment, the synchronization status are also set to success. Okay, that's one demo scenarios about the SM instant to the Jira bug. And in this demo, we mainly trigger the integration automatically, and of course, we can support the integration through manual actions. So this is determined by customers themselves. So I will not show the change, the synchronization among change between change to the new feature in the Jira due to the time limitation. But yeah, that's a similar user behavior showed before. Okay, next I will jump to another integration update, that is SM-ALM integration. So previously, actually, we already support this integration before the Service Manager 9.80. But the main change in the 9.80 is we rebuild or refactor this integration and build up this integration on the Smith instead of leveraging the ALM synchronizer, because ALM synchronizer has a rich end of life, and we try to leverage the same or common service manager integration platform to support this existing SM ALM integration. So that's a main changes we made for this SM ALM integration. And in order to support this integration for all the customer who will not plan to upgrade to Service Manager 9.80. We also deliver this new refactored SMLM integration through the marketplace. So if you as a customer, you deploy Service Manager in the previous version, back to Service Manager 9.64, you can apply those content pack we published in the marketplace to get to exactly the same capability we supported in the Service Manager 9.80 out of the box. Okay, that's about the SLAMM integration update. Next part is around the smart email and the notification. One of the improvement around this part is now you can save the email attachment to the records. So previously, when you send out the smart email to create one ticket, the smart email itself will be listed as attachment, but the attachment in this email itself will not be saved as a separate attachment in the record, something like the instant interaction or change. So from the Service Manager 9.80, we provide one more option. We call it save the email attachment to records to allow our customer to store the attachment of the smart email to either interaction, instant, or change record. So you have flexibility to decide whether you want to show those email attachments as an individual attachment in those transactional records. That's one improvement. Another one is I think that's a quite it's quite important capability because we have received a lot of vote for this as well. It's around the support CC and BCC in the email notification. So now when you sending an email, you can define the CC and BCC recipients, as you can see in the current screen, either in the send HTML emails rule or the notification table. So in this screen on the left hand side, that's the way how you define the CC recipient or BCC recipient. And on the left hand side, it is a email sample to show how to take effective in the email content or in the email recipients. So, so something I want to mention here, the CC/BCC function will not work if a smart email consists of tokens, like you want to leverage the smart email to allow the change approver to approve or deny a change record. In such case, CC or BCC function will not work in such smart email consistent of tokens. Okay, that's another very useful capability introduced in the Service Manager 9.80. And next part is about OpenText rebranding. And actually, from almost for all the item products from the 23.4, for example, for the SMA, starting from 23.4, we already support the OpenText rebranding. And for Service Manager, we started this OpenText rebranding alignment starting from the Service Manager 9.80. In this release, we implement product rebranding to align with OpenText styles. So in the previous demo, you already maybe you have seen some of the changes around the OpenText styles like login page, masthead, favicons, loaders, and also the corresponding branding setting page are also being updated based on the new user interface aligned with the OpenText styles. And here also are some other areas we made changes in order to align with OpenText rebranding, OpenText UX style, like the mobile client login page, Windows client splash screen, or maybe some other areas are also we aligned with this new OpenText branding style. Okay, that's and beyond the OpenText UX rebranding alignment, we also made some improvements around the Service Manager rebranding capability. So previously, we don't support the branding for the main page, and in Service Manager 9.80, we start to make it available, and the customer, you can define the body background colors and the primary colors for the main page. So as you can see in the current screen, we make the body backgrounds, including toolbar and containers of this one form, to the a light blue colors, and for the primary color, it's more about the bottom background and the focus border and the section background colors. So you can you can customize, or you can define those colors for the main page. So that's the main rebranding improvement introduced in the Service Manager 9.80. I mean, besides the OpenText rebranding alignment. Okay, talking about the security part, I would say the main security improvement in the Service Manager 9.80 is around the TLS 1.3 support. So now Service Manager will support both TLS 1.2 and 1.3. By default, below ciphers are supported, and we also provide a detailed configuration guidance through the Service Manager 9.80 online help. So, so in case I already shared this today's release readiness PDF as attachment in the WebEx. So feel free to download this file, and you can get to the specific link related to each specific topic what I presented today. Okay, next topic is around the license reports. So there are several parts that have been improved or how to say cleaned up in the Service Manager 9.80. First one is about SAOTO apps and SAOTO OMW license. Showed in the previous license report. Actually, starting from the Service Manager 9.70, we obsolete the SAOTO apps and SAOTO OMW. And then in this release, we remove both license from the license report to make the license report more clean and align with our license guide of the Service Manager. In the meanwhile, actually, in the Service Manager, we're supporting 3 types of the license: concurrent license, named license, and ESS license. But previous, we do have some confused item list in the license report, and we also got some customer feedback around this part. Therefore, in the Service Manager 9.80, we introduced a new column in the license report. We call it the ESS license. In the scorecard, we also show those ESS licenses separately, as you can see in the screenshot on the right-hand side of this page. Okay, that's actually the main part around the Service Manager 9.80 improvements. But beyond those key highlights, we also have some small improvements in the Service Manager. So first one is about attachments in tasks. So now in the instant problem change task and request task record, now you can see the corresponding parents attachments in the task itself. So it will make it more convenient for the task analyst to have further analysis on this task. And there's no need for them to switch between the parent records and their assigned task records. So that's a very straightforward capability support in the task records. Another one is from Service Manager 9.80, we consolidate all the language packs into one installer for the Windows installation. For the Unix part, nothing changed here. We just consolidate language packs for the Windows installation, and now you can run the installer to start installation on Windows, and then select one or multiple language packs if you want to install. So there's in the current screen, as you can see here, is quite convenient for you to have a consolidate user interface to select all the language path you want to store. If you are working on the Windows installation for Service Manager. And another minor improvement is around the accessibility part. So it's more about info and relationships activity criteria. So previously, we cannot find the active menus for the current page. So as you can see, that's a screenshot on the left-hand side. Even I'm in the change password page, but the corresponding change password menu is not activated. And in the Service Manager 9.80, as you can see, the corresponding change password menu is active now, and it's more clear for the for the users from the accessibility perspective. And also we have some changes around the smart analytics. The second one, the user can filter result for smart search and context awareness search using contents operator. I have mentioned this in the previous page. It's about the autocomplete drop down to match the with contents mode. So for the smart search and the context aware search, we support exactly the same contents mode and start with mode, which is aligned with the settings defined in the web tier. And the first one, the first improvement or enhancement in the smart analytics is now admin can configure the data cleanings for the adaptive learning for the adaptive learning. So previously, we allow our customer to enable the adaptive learning capability, but a lot of original content information have been indexed into the smart analytics, like the email, address, the phone number. Those are sensitive information, but nothing help to the adaptive learning. So in the Service Manager 9.80, we allow our admin to remove those sensitive information before indexing the content into the smart analytics for learning section. So that's two major improvement we made in the smart analytics part in the Service Manager 9.80. Okay, actually, next section is about delivered ideas. I will not go through all of these ideas, but as you can see, in every Service Manager release, we spend a lot of time to analyze, assess all the submitted ideas from the customers, and in Service Manager 9.80, a lot of ideas have been delivered. So if you're interested about those ideas, yeah, you can take a look at that offline. I will not go through one by one in this session. But yeah, we have done a lot on the assessment and implementation on those ideas, especially for those hot ideas. Okay, okay. The next part is about the support metrics update. I will not go through each item one by one, but as you can see here, the support metrics we dropped from the Service Manager 9.80 has been marked as red, and we also have some items or OS, no matter OS or JDK, especially for the JDK 17, has been supported starting from the Service Manager 9.80. That's a major one of another major support metrics updates we added in the Service Manager 9.80. So for those items marked as green colors, actually the new version or new platform we introduced from the Service Manager 9.80. So Java, the JDK 17, something I want to highlight here, and we also support the Rocky Linux from the Service Manager 9.80. And as you may know that from maybe from the Service Manager 9.72 or 71, we dropped the WebSphere because WebSphere doesn't support Java 11. And but we understood we still have some customers that are working on the WebSphere platform. Therefore, from Service Manager 9.80, we start to support WebSphere Liberty to make sure that those WebSphere customer can migrate their WebSphere to the Liberty version after they upgrade to Service Manager 9.80. And also some IDP like Oracle Access Manager have been supported from the Service Manager 9.80, and Azure AD is also supported from Service Manager 9.80. Okay, the last part for my presentation today is around the Service Manager support update. I just want to give you some highlights about the life cycle for some of the Service Manager branch. First one is we still offer the extended support for Service Manager 9.5x and 9.6s, and both. For both versions, the extended support is offered till the end of the February 2025, because normally we have over 2 years extended support for the version which has reached end of current maintenance version. But we understood we still have some customer they are still working on the Service Manager 9.5x or 9.6x. Therefore, we made some changes on the extended support dates to make sure customer can still get chance to get the extended support before they plan the further upgrade to either Service Manager 9.7x or 9.5x. And for the Service Manager 9.8x, since this is a new minor release, so which means we will get another at least 5 years current maintenance for this new minor branch. Therefore, once we have the Service Manager 9.80 released in January, actually around the end of next week. The current maintenance end date for Service Manager 9.8x will be around January 2029. So at least 5 years current maintenance for this new minor branch. So okay, that's a major support update for the Service Manager update. Okay, we still have 8 minutes. Let's try to. Okay, can the login page still be customized with own company branding? Okay, so firstly, the branding capability is still there, but since we do have some login page UI elements align with the OpenText rebranding, so there made some changes. I suppose we will provide some details in the online help for this part as well, right, Liqiang?
Yes, yes. And
Okay.
you have already introduced the rebranding part in the later presentation, and also it will also be documented in the great detail on the online help server.
Okay. And the next one is about activity UX improvement. And does the new viewer controls works with Windows and the web client or only the web client? Actually, this new viewer controls works with both web client and the Windows client. And is there any update around HTML viewer features? There's in Service Manager 9.8, there's no further enhancement on the HTML viewer in this release. And yeah, as Liqiang mentioned, we suggest you to submit this some ideas if you want to improve this part in out of box. And about calculate the recipient with JavaScript. Maybe Volker, if you can provide us samples, or maybe we can provide some update offline because we need some double check, I suppose, with a technical expert on this part. Right, Liqiang?
Yes. And
Okay, yeah, please go ahead.
no other.
Okay, and about presentation, I already shared in the share section, but not sure whether you can get it now. Or Yolanda, did you try to download this?
We haven't find so since this is a new webinar tool, so we haven't find a place to download. Although
Okay.
you have already shared it. I'm not sure whether it could be shared through some email channel.
Yeah, in case you need that PDF, please feel free to send me an email. I can share you through the email. Actually, I already uploaded to the WebEx, but don't know why it cannot be downloaded. And yeah, PG15 is not supported on Windows Server. Yeah, 2022. This is not controlled by Service Manager team. It's the vendors. This is the vendor's decision around their support metrics. So yeah, nothing can be changed in our side. And the avatar part, how the avatar will be added to the operator. So I suppose the avatar part we are reading the photograph defined in the previous Service Manager. Is that correct, Joyce?
Yes, it can be defined in the user photo by clicking the user picture in the login after login as them.
Yeah, so we're not replacing the previous function. We just align the previous function to show it, show those photograph as avatar in the activity, new activity form. And about Windows Server 2019, yeah, you can align with the latest support metrics of the 9.80. The Jira integration isn't it support to add attachment only to Jira ticket? Which one? To to Jira ticket without having attached to instant before? I think currently is no, and the answer is no. You need to choose the existing instant attachments. The existing available attachment in the instant record. You cannot attach another another attachment and synchronized to Jira only. And OpenText rebranding currently is possible to use a customer-defined flag version. Will this be a feature? I don't think so, right? Joyce, I don't think a customer can define their own favicon.
Hi, Ming. In the customized branding page, we have a setting about a favorite icon. Customer can define their own favorite icon by change it.
Okay, thank you. So that will be good news for you, Hooker. Next one is branding main page for each module available. Different colors for instant and change. I think it's a global definition, but Joyce, you can double confirm that.
Yes, not special for incident any model.
Okay. Okay, is there any other question I missed? Oh, cloud expansion is more about Azure AD support in this Service Manager 9.80 release. Can we directly upgrade from Service Manager 9.61 to 9.80? Yes, the answer is yes. Okay, let me try to see anything missing here. Since we covered everything. If there's no more question, I will close today's webinar. And thank you, everyone. Thank you for your time joining today's webinar and presentation.